What is going on? We are back on Twitch again. Let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you so much for spending some time with your boy, but you already know the game's got to keep rolling here. As long as I still got life, we're going to go ahead and keep it rolling here. What's up, everybody? Hope your weekend is on a great note so far. Mine is. I'm still alive. That means there's more time to get some more action here in the United Sim Football Association. AJ Dexter in the chat. Yogi Bar says he wants to double back on the giveaway. Swoosh House, my boy, he up in here. Wolf Gold always first to the giveaway. That means he's invested. I love to see it. He won in the last giveaway, I believe, or not the last one, probably the one before that one, but he's trying to double back. And it should be an interesting ball game in this one. We're back on the West Coast, for the Western Conference. It's gonna be St. Louis at Detroit for this ball game. I have essentially everything all ready to go. It looks like Detroit will be the favorites in this one. Got the experience more than St. Louis does, all things considered. Two rookie quarterbacks hitting the mix here on the Saturday, and only one way to figure out who's going to get the job done. We're rolling on the CBS, one of my favorite tickers out of them all. It's very clean, as you can see. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing rolling pretty soon. I do have to do one thing, so I'm going to go ahead and call it while I'm fixing it up. But we are underway, and you'll see me work on it now. I just got to make this a little bit bigger, get that W there. I've been meaning to do that a couple of weeks ago, but I'm just going to go ahead and get that out the way. What's popping, everybody? Let's go ahead and get into a Toxic Jelly Bean up in here. And it's going to be Mr. Cyril Thomas coming onto the field. Let's go ahead and see what the rookie QB can do. Close that like a true player, as we're going to see him throw it for his first play. And he's going straight for the punch, and it's going to be already one hitter quitter. Mr. Popcorn says hello. And if that isn't a statement touchdown, I don't know what to tell you. Kick is going to be up and all day, and we're already starting Saturday night with a banger in favor of Detroit, who's going to take the lead. St. Louis, they're going to come onto the field to see if they can match that. Don't forget, with the giveaway, 15 entries gets us another spin. We're going to do 4 per half, so at the end of halftime we'll do 4. And then we'll do 4 more at the end of the game. So make sure you watch out for that. Should be interesting, as we're going to see the return. Here comes St. Louis taking it to about the 19. And it's going to set up 1st and 10 here for AJ Dexter in the game. One rookie quarterback says, hey, I got to get it done. The other one still has to prove something here. He's at a 1-2 record currently, looking to get it back to even. Gonna be passing it here, looking for a man, and he's gonna go intermediate, and the receiver couldn't hang on. That was Naaman McNamerson coming through with it, couldn't quite hang on. It's gonna be 2nd and 10. Yeah, damn ads. You know how to stop those. You got to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I mean, to the Twitch channel. You know what I'm saying? As they're going to try the handoff there, and they're going to lose 2. There's going to be Calvin Thomas leading the way on that one. 3rd and 12 coming up. Namey at the top of the formation. Mookie Boo rising, getting the start at halfback, switching up the details, and he's going to barely get that one off. And that's going to be almost a sack, but it is a stop on third down, so we'll see Detroit back onto the field. Sending this one away here. Norman Bates up in here. What's popping, homie? As we'll see the return, taking to about the 40-yard line. There is Uncle Swoosh, and it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Pistol formation, handoff, and going to take it to the 40. There goes Intravis Quentin coming through with the carry, but not getting anything. Norman Bates, my boy, says he's TPE hunting. And I've seen a few Huntington Beach Voyagers up in here. Surprised we haven't seen any DC guys yet. They're normally the one sniping, but Huntington Beach says, hey, no, we got to catch up, so we got to get every opportunity possible. That's a good opportunity there for Detroit, though. A quick 1st down, and it goes back to the man that scored the touchdown on the first play of the game. It's going to go to Montezuma Popoko, and it's going to make it 1st and 10, right past midfield. They'll call it at the 44, 43-yard line, potentially. Like I said, I got to do my own. I got to make sure I get into the mix. We'll be at 8. You know what I'm saying? Shotgun set here for Zero in the gang. Going to be a handoff, and there goes Quentin cutting up and breaks through a tackle to pick up about 9. He ran through that guy like it was nothing. Going to be a handoff, and looking for the first. There goes number 21, Tamari Jones, coming through with the big carry, a gain of 8. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. I'll get the stats updated after this ball game, so we'll at least be up to date to where we are for tomorrow's game, which should be a heavy hitter between Miami and Huntington Beach. So make sure you watch out for that. Definitely a potential United Bowl candidate, as Uncle Swoosh will get his first catch of the game, and that gets him well inside the red zone. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hellhounds. He has that solar panel. Backplate there. Scooping out my boy for real. Oh, he said scoping. Going to be passing here, looking. Zero Thomas caught there by Swoosh. There's going to be 2nd and medium coming up. Stoneway. Yeah, that's him. He's in the chat. My commentary buddy. If you want to do the game tomorrow, we could definitely get that set up for you. Pitching that left side, and going to be a stiff arm by Tamari, and didn't get sent down by Bukaki Bulma. And that's going to make it 3rd and medium coming up here. St. Louis with the chance to hold him to 3. Right now on the predictions, we got 500 coin there for 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. As Zero's going to have to throw it short, and almost throws a pick straight to Austin Grant. And it's going to make it 4th and 9 coming up here. St. Louis's defense, they do what they need to do in the red zone. They said, hey, if you don't try to one hitter quitter us, we can make a stop, as that one's going to be an easy point ×3 for Mr. Javon Gusto. And that's going to make it 10-0 in favor of Detroit. So far, so good for the whole team. Sending this one away, and it's going to be in the middle of the end zone. That's not going to be returned, and that's going to make it 1st and 10 here for Mr. Dexter. High snap, then handoff to Muku, who's going nowhere. Another loss of yards there. That's going to be a loss of 3. And Calvin Thomas is once again in the mix as Ryan Davis checks into the set. What's going on, Big Pimpin'? Jack James up in here. Going to be a handoff, and there goes Mookie, who's going to get a juke move to the 30, his best carry of the game. Going to be 3rd and medium coming up. Going to be passing it here, steps up and takes off to run, looking for the first, and Ajay's going to show some heart to pick up 7 and keep the drive alive. It's something that St. Louis was looking for in the draft, picking them up, and he's going to go ahead and make a play to keep it moving.
Okay, ready?
Here's a handoff, and there goes Namey getting to about the 43-yard line on a second push, getting them a gain of 6. Shotgun sit. Another handoff. Mookie bouncing outside. Gonna try to get it. He's trying to get the first down, but it'll be a yard shy. It's gonna be 3rd and 11. Gonna send number 83 in motion. There's going to be a handoff here, bouncing left side. He's going to be short. Mookie Rising is not going to make it. Damian Chambers, DC 83, shuts it down. And it's going to be 4th and inches coming up. And honestly, he picked the wrong hole. He had a hole that was led by his fullback. He decided to go outside, and that'll more than likely close this drive. Had a little promise, but got to hit on those particular plays. 11 entries so far. Looking for a bounce, is going towards the sideline. Going to be down at the 12. I think that was scary. Terry Harrison there on the recovery. That puts the big homie, Cyril Thomas, back onto the field. So far, 2 drives, 2 scores. As we'll see it fake the handoff here. Cyril steps to his right, then sets his feet to throw it away. As that's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Devil's Arc up in here was popping goose. Handoff out the delay, running through a tackle to get all those yards back. And it's going to be 3rd and 3. 3 more entries, gets a quick spin. We've been on a streak so far, and there's another one added to the mix. My boy Buster. We've been on a streak, getting an extra spin before halftime, which is very promising, as we'll see a handoff, and he's barely going to get it. Is Entrevis Quentin. Needed 3, got 3, and there goes Brian Eshelman. He saw that he won yesterday. He said, hey, let me go ahead and do it again. And there goes B-Jack. So I guess we're getting the spin out of the way early, huh? Okay, I ain't mad at y'all. We're going to keep it moving as always. 15 entries. We get the draw as promised, and it's going to go to the last person that put one in. There goes D'Angelo Jackson and or Just Chill. Or Just Chill, I should say. As we'll see Tito Gonzalez getting the play right there. It's going to be 2nd and 4.
Let's do it. Get something together.
And this fool right here, Rapper Raccoon, doing the wrong league. Post in here. He know what he doing. Passing that right side and drop. Look at this guy right here. Look at this noob. That was those raccoon fingers hit the wrong buttons. You know what I'm saying? What's ECFL? Dead. That's what the ECFL is. As that was almost a penalty there by St. Louis, but they're going to go ahead and send the halfback in motion to the left side. Quick pitch and going to be caught, but he will be shy of the mark. Going to be 4th down coming. But yes, the ECFL is dead. That's what it is. Sending this away. The Stoneway says John died after I left. It'd be like that. Nothing like the ACFA. Do we need to start another get together with the Collegiate League? To be determined. 1st and 10, turning to 1st and 15. Thanks to the legs of Mr. Gunnarsson. And they're gonna fake it, and it's gonna be sacked. And I know that guy, it's Reese Rockefeller. And I think that's his first career sack. Getting it out the safety position. It's gonna be 2nd and 22. ACFA Surfer is 1 member, and he's really, really active. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, we don't want that. Well, he's really, really active. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want more USFA action. 2nd quarter coming. Are you not? Are you not? I thought you was the whole time. That would be crazy. But we're going to be a quick pitch to the right side. It is going to make it 3rd and 13. Okay, I'll get that switch for you then. Don't forget that, like, I had to remake the rosters from scratch, so I probably missed something. And of course, if you see anything off with your player, just DM me. I'll get a switch for you as quick as I can. Gonna be pitching this one. Are you messing with me? 4th and 13. Pass off the mark there by Ajay. If you're my skin tone, then I'm a park ranger. As we're gonna set this punt up, and Detroit's getting the fullback. Well, Detroit is getting the football back. See how far this one goes. It gets to about the 31-yard line before Uncle Swoosh is able to cut through to get past the 40. And Cyril Thomas looking for more points. It's been a little bit. We'll see what happens. He said I sing higher than all the tenors. Gonna be a handoff. Using his blocks and gets around the corner, but Terry Harrison saves a potential touchdown right there. It's gonna be 2nd and 3 coming.
Come on, let's go.
Handoff here. Quentin moving forward, taking it past the 35 before getting tackled. 1st and 10 Detroit. Single back formation, short drop back, quick pitch, in and out route for Swoosh. Stays in bounds as much as he can to pick up 6. You know, Ryan, I ain't even going to entertain that. I'm just going to focus on this relevant gameplay here. It's going to be 2nd and 4.
Ready, set. Let's have some fun, baby.
Even K Banger says lies. That means it's got to be a lie. Pitching it left side and caught by Tito, cutting up back in the red zone. Detroit goes 8-for-11 there for Cyril Thomas. He said, why would I lie about race? To be cool, duh. I'm just kidding. Psycho Sid up in the chat. Empty set here in the red zone. Got some crossers. Gonna go short with it. Back to Tito as he gets inside the 10 and a gain of 8. Yeah, the same reason Ryan lies about being my alternate. And that's going to be a flag right there. Looks like it's going to be a neutral zone infraction there by the big homies in St. Louis. So that's an automatic first down, 1st and goal coming up. He said, you brought me out of retirement to beat butt cheeks. Gonna be a handoff here, cutting up and gonna get up in there. Detroit scores again. And there it goes. 1 rushing touchdown. Mookie Blue Rising up in the chat. What's poppin', homie? Not what he wanted to see when he clicked into the video, as that's going to be 17-0. Don't forget, Detroit is a team that was in the United Bowl season before. They didn't want Breeze back because I wouldn't play for Huntington Beach again. Well, you wouldn't play for me. I still feel you though. It's all good. I ain't mad at you. He said BTA like usual. I said I did want Breeze back. You must have didn't check your DMs because I tried to get you back, but by the time I came in, it was already past your time to rescind your retirement. So it is what it is. Oh, you always blame Ryan. Yeah, that's usually the easiest thing to do.
Ready.
Going to be passing this one here, looking, spinning away from the pressure, then goes left side, and that is going to be a penalty in favor of St. Louis. That's definitely pass interference, and that'll be spot foul, take him to the 43. Ricky Williams. As we're going to see a handoff, and they're going to send a blitz, and it works out again. Trying to get it to Mookie, only 4 yards on 6 carries. It's going to be 2nd and 12 coming up. Trying to get the run game involved. They'll fake the handoff, then goes to launch it deep, in some coverage, and incomplete. Only 1 completion so far for Mr. Dexter. It's going to be 3rd and 12 coming up.
Ready.
Faking the handoff again, looking for a man, goes short with it. It's going to be caught, but that's not going to be enough for the first. They're going to have to give it right back to Detroit. Is that if you got a problem with any rules, hit up Mr. Chaos, he likes to create props for new rules. He's the prop admin. Come to my office and I'll get voted on. And I'll get it voted on. Yeah, throw up some more props. I actually have one on the way as well that I've been kind of thinking about. But I need to properly get it down and written down. So as we'll see a handoff, then another big hole, enough to get about 7. They're going to make it 8. As my boy DJ Moist Taco, he says, let me get up in here. Another 2 entries and we got another spin. So y'all let me know what we need to do. We've got up to 18 viewers tonight, which is really cool. He said you don't want Breeze back, because we'll see a handoff, easy first down past the 30. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. And there's 19. Put your exclamation point USFA. That's how you get in. Right there, Mookie. 1st and 10 coming. Gonna go ahead and pass this one again. Right side and caught. Gonna be past the 40. And there goes number 5. He says that he's him for real. And there you go. We'll hit 20 just like that. You love to see it. We got some good people up in this league, man. Y'all be looking out for your boy. I like it. We're going to get one more here. And it's going to go to linebacker Yogi Barr. There for Miami. Another 20 TP. Faking the handoff, settles in the pocket, then goes deep with it, deflected, and that was some decent coverage there by the big homies in St. Louis. Oh, it jumped up to 20. So you know what that means? 20 viewers gets one more spin. Y'all getting very, very lucked out so far today, as Norman Bates will be the guy. We'll see if he gives us to the cornerback there for Huntington Beach or the tight end there in Dallas. That's still crazy though, with the big homie John Smith. Gets the biggest contract, only lasts a week. As we'll see a handoff in the first down, getting to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming, and it is going to go to the cornerback, Norman Martell. John Smith on the block. That's just insane in the membrane. Gonna be faking the handoff here, looking to launch this and caught, turn it up and get into the 1-yard line. I'm him for real, back into it. 1st and goal. Cal Wu up in the mix, was popping, homie. Huntington Beach indeed. I love to see it. Got a big game tomorrow, so make sure you watch out for that. Handoff, and he's gonna go ahead and juke up and then do the baby dive up in there, and that's rushing touchdown number 2. So whoever chose 1 or less on the predictions, they lost some coin. Actually, no one did. Yep. So right now, whoever chose 2 rushing touchdowns, they're hoping that it's only passing touchdowns from here on out, because the moment it goes to 3+, that's going to be a loss on your end, as we'll take it 24-0 in favor of Detroit, and they're looking to get the job done. We're at 21 entries in the giveaway now, so another 4 will give us yet another spin. So y'all let me know what to do. Gonna be sending this one away, returning it to about the 15-yard line, and it's gonna make it 1st and 10. Make Dallas great, hire owner Breeze. I mean, speak with Caboose if you want to make that. If you want to make that your thing, go ahead and reach out to him. He's definitely up for making sure he's not being an owner. Not to say he doesn't want to be, but you know, still got the whole league to take care of. So we are just placeholders technically, until we have others that are willing to take our spots and willing to do a good job for it. Going to be a handoff, cutting up, getting past the 20, and it's going to be 3rd and 4 coming. He said he can't even figure out a depth chart. Y'all don't want to see Ryan versus Breeze in the championship. Well, you still have to get past Detroit or Huntington Beach to make that an occurrence. And even St. Louis actually beat them this season, so you got to get past them. You know what I'm saying? Quick pitch right side and some coverage, and probably should have been picked off. Charlotte got as many wins as Dallas. Yeah, it's definitely true. I mean, Huntington Beach wasn't in a horrible place, all things considered. Huntington Beach has always been what's the name, caliber team, a playoff caliber team. I don't think they missed that. Yeah, Huntington Beach has never missed the playoffs in the 12 seasons, and while I'm here, I'll be sure to do everything I can to make sure that's not a thing that'll happen. As we'll see Cyril here once again onto the field. Quick pitch left side there to swoosh, picking up 9. Would have won last season, someone wouldn't have quit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, potential. Gonna be looking right side and caught it and turn it up, and I'm him for real. He says he's him for real. Touchdown. Detroit's cracking 30 in the first half. Ajay Dexter on the sideline saying this is getting ugly. It is indeed getting ugly. A 30 burger in the first half, right before halftime. But hey, at least you have a chance to get some points via the giveaway. 31-0 is your score. Sending this one away, and it's not going to be a return here. That puts Mr. Dexter back onto the field. Offense very lackluster up to this point. Need to get some more shots up the field. Get Namey and Gunner, Alvin Chisholm, Chris Gentry, get these boys in some crossing patterns, see if they can catch them slipping. But you can't be caught slipping if you're on your back. Damian Chambers says hello. Shotgun set here for Mr. Dexter. Looking for a man, throws it short, and he's not going to be able to hang on to it as Mookie. It's going to be 3rd and 19. And honestly, we've talked about this in the first few games or so. Ajay's been throwing the football fairly decent. There's been a good amount of drops so far here for St. Louis. That's something they need to wrangle up on as the season goes along. High formation coming, and it's going to be a handoff trying to cut up, and that's just not going to get the job done. Detroit's going to call the timeout, and they should have another less than 30 seconds to work with. Sending this one away. Gonna be returned, cutting up, using that speed to get to about the 45-yard line. And that's gonna get Cyril Thomas back onto the field. And Travis Quentin. No touchdowns yet for him, but he's been very effective on the ground, averaging almost 7 a carry. Gonna be passing this one here, looking for a man, and he's gonna go right side with it. It's gonna be incomplete there for Swoosh. Couldn't hang on, and he's gonna make it 2nd and 10. About 20 to 25 yards away from some good field goal range there for Gusto. Here comes Ciro looking for a man and goes deep again. And who needs a field goal? Definitely ugly. And another passing touchdown there for Ciro. It's going to go to Swoosh. And Bukaki Boma there in the safety spot. He just does not have that speed. Granted, not a lot of defensive backs have his kind of speed. He's been saying he's 99 overall since high school. 99 speed since junior college. Big 4. He said F the big 4. He just wants more touchdowns. He said if they don't get conservative, they may score 80. That would be pretty insane. Detroit's definitely helping themselves in regards to the point differential. It's going to be returnable here, taking it past the 20, cutting around, gets to about the 22, 23-yard line. And St. Louis is going to go ahead and kneel this one out, pray a little bit, and see if anything could change there in quarter number 3. Let's go ahead and get into the giveaway. And we got 4 of them coming as promised. It's going to start out with Mookie Boo Rising, who's kind of licking his wounds right now, but at least he will get some TPE coming his way. Next one will go to Mr. Brian Eschelman. So good job there by the big homie. Next is going to go to Busta 2002. And finally, we'll wrap it up with Mr. DJ Moist Taco. So either Spanky Powers or Richard Power doing their thing. And looks like Rapper Raccoon is going to go ahead and gift a sub to Moobot. Boo, that's not good. Gift another one. No one cares about the bot getting one. He's not watching. Well, technically he is a viewer. Technically Moobot is a viewer, but we don't care about that. But as always, it's up to the user that has the sub to keep it going. As we are back onto the field. He said can't capitalize on the multiplier. As we're going to see the return here, cutting around to about the 17-yard line. And it's going to put Ajay Dexter back onto the field, ready to try it again. see right there, only 21 yards there for St. Louis, already over 400 there by Detroit. As we'll see the faking the handoff, and two backs is going to get home. It's going to be Justin Brown, and I couldn't even catch the second player. That was just too fast for my eyes. That's number 16. Actually, yeah, that's two defensive backs right there. That's Jay Underwood coming through with the half a sack. And they went immediately out the gate. It's like, hey, force us not to blitz you. He hit him with that. Kendrick Lamar was like, bing, bop, boom, whoop, doo, bop, bam. He hit him with that cheese right there as they're going to try the handoff, and he's going to run straight into a defensive lineman. And he's going to get some yards, still 3rd and 15. So where's my dude, Alex Stain? He's in the locker room, probably getting some W. Shout out to W, by the way, as we're going to see the pass here, looking middle of the field, and that will be caught, but once again, got to go up the field a little bit. It's going to be another punt forced by Detroit. The offense not giving this team any favors. He's in the locker room changing the street clothes because he's going to quit again. That's tragic. You hate to see those type of guys only really involved if they win. As we're going to see Uncle Swoosh break a tackle, cutting up, and I thought he was going to break it. If he broke that, I would have cut this game off. Oh, you gifted me a sub. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Technically, I don't need it, but hey, if I have it up on my screen, I don't have to worry about ads on my phone, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you. Looking right side, gonna be a blown opportunity there by Detroit. It's gonna be 2nd and 10. 70% completion percentage here for 0.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Don't wait on nobody else to make me and you, man.
Give the 27 subs to the channel. I appreciate you keeping our people involved and ad free. As we'll see a fake of the handoff here, stepping and throws to the right side, but there's nothing doing there. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming. Passing it again and wide open. He's turning up. I'm him. For real. Not quite a touchdown, but it does give Detroit back in the red zone. And it looks like the boys in St. Louis got caught in the zone. Gum Arabic there dragging them down. Getting to around the 16-yard line or so. Don't forget exclamation point USFA getting the giveaway, taking the drag route, cutting up, and he's going to get the first down play. And I believe that's Amari Jones, the backup tight end, making a play. Detroit's just finding every which way to get down the field. Shotgun set. Here comes 0. Middle of the field. Going to be deflected. And there goes number 33 coming through with the SWAT. I think that's the big homie Alex Stain right there. I could be wrong though. Passing it here. Got the drag route coming and hit as he makes the catch. That just gets them closer to their goal. It's 3rd and goal. Cyril Thomas looking for another bucket. Gonna take off to run middle of the field and gonna be caught again. And there goes Uncle Swoosh. Touchdown number 2. Swoosh house to God, big 4 makes it happen. Zero gets another beautiful pass over the linebacker, just ridiculous. Look at the cleats though. You can't tell me that those cleats look over next. Get your drip up. Kick is up and good. A 40 burger here for Detroit. See, damn, I looked away. Remind me on the touchdown. Not the touchdown, but when we get to the highlights, I'll go ahead and check the cleats for you. But you got the chrome hearts right there. Got the nice cleats. I was thinking about giving them to Cassidy, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave it alone. But here comes Mr. Dexter back onto the field. Only 15 total yards to speak of, as we'll see a handoff cutting up, and there goes Mookie. Then move, getting to the 40. And he says, this is what y'all should have been doing all game. Granted, they have been giving him touches. He's had 11 carries. He just hasn't been able to get down the field. The blocking has been kind of hard to come by here for St. Louis. Detroit has been sending blitzes. They've been putting stunts out for this rookie quarterback. And up to this point, it's been working. You see right here, this is the furthest they've been all game. And it's going to go back to Mookie, who's going to get inside St. Louis territory with that one. And just like that, he's now at 3 yards a carry, just off of 2. Handoff again. This time it's to number 26, Namie McNamerson, former MVP. He's going to be second down.
Let's go. Let's go.
I formation coming. Going to send a man in motion. Handoff here, goes nowhere. I believe that's Trevor Halifax there, making the tackle for loss. 3rd and 8 coming. Gonna be sending 5 at the rookie. It's gonna force him to spin straight into a sack. And DC 83 gets it done. The promise of that drive went away really quickly. And he's hoping his player on the opposite side of the ball, Huntington Beach, has a great impact against Miami next game. Right now, it's looking pretty good. Sending this one away here. It's going to be sent into about the 15-yard line or so. As Entrevis Quinn still hasn't had a carry since the last time we talked about him. Still a solid average, all things considered. They're going to start at the 10-yard line. Got the bunch at the top of the formation, faking the handoff, and he's going to go deep again, and he's going to be getting that one knocked out of his hands. So Uncle Swoosh couldn't hang on to that. Bukaki Boma right there in stride. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Handoff here, looking outside, cutting up to get to about the 15, and it's going to be 3rd and 6. Faking a handoff here, looking, then launches right side and wide open. It's Tito Gonzalez staying in bounds to get some more yardage, and Detroit's on the move. Yeah, they just cannot cover him. It's too much weapons there for St. Louis overall. Gonna be faking the handoff here. Looks left side and gonna be incomplete again, trying to get us to swoosh. But now St. Louis is trying to double up on somebody. Their problem is they have Viham for real, Montezuma Popico, Tito Gonzalez that still have to run routes too. The Deli wide receiver group here, passing it again in another first down play. There goes Montezuma. Speak of the devil, over 500 yards total here for Detroit, and he's over 100 yards by himself. Detroit might have 3 players over 100 yards receiving when this game is over. And that's going to be a neutral zone infraction, so you could go ahead and give them 5 more. Gonna be a drop back, looking for a man, sets his feet and then barely misses the crossing wide receiver. Is going to be second and medium.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Now, let's not disappoint. Let's not disappoint.
Handoff in a big hole past the 20 or past the 30 to about the 25. And the good times roll here for Detroit. About another 20 yards away from making it a 50 burger. Passing this left side, got a step and drop a potential touchdown there. It's going to be second and 10. Passing it right side, going to be caught. It's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up here. Passing it here, left side and caught. Fumbles the catch a little bit as I'm him for real, but he recovers it. And he's going to go ahead and turn up to get 1st and 10 coming for Detroit. Passing it, middle of the field, and a drop in the bucket. Give number 4 his 3rd. Uncle Swoosh going off tonight. He said, get me in the mix for wide receiver of the year. Here's a look at the cleats right there. And they're going to go ahead and run the review, but that was about as clear as day as you can ask. But they do have to make sure, so I get it. I'd say that's in. 1. You can't see it, but That looked pretty good to me. And they're going to actually overturn that. Y'all couldn't see it. It was in. They said the big toe clipped out as they're going to try him again. And he's going to drop it. That is tough. They gave him a chance again. And he couldn't hang on. He said, oh no, such a game-breaking reversal. He said it's rigged. He said, wow, mentally unstable. Looking for a pass, and they missed their mark, and I guess Detroit will have to wait to get to 50. Kick is up and it will be good. Therefore, Mr. Javon Gusto. And it's going to make it 48-0. Sending this one away. It's going to be returnable. Taking it past the 15. Cuts around to get past the 20. Down to the 22, 23 yard line or so. And you see right there, Mookie's averaging about 3 and some change currently on 13 carries. Not going to be seeing too many carries though for the rest of this game. As you see, only 45 total yards allowed by Detroit's defense. Just ridiculous. A lot of sacks as they're going to look at to the left side and it's going to be caught. And that's going to make it 1st and 10. He said DC versus Detroit week 6 should be fun. Looking for a handoff and nothing doing. It's going to be 2nd and 13. And looks like Braden is back in. He said, I left and it's worse. Yeah, it didn't get too much better. And honestly, it could have been worse than that. You missed the touchdown that they took away. As that is going to be the end of quarter number 3. You can throw your 4s up if you wish, but as you see, St. Louis only has -2 passing yards. Just ridiculous. Going to be passing it here. Then he's going to use that arm strength to throw an incompletion. 3rd and 13. He said they're waving the white flags out here. Going to be passing it again. Takes off and throws off the back foot. He's going to make the catch as Hunter. And that will keep the drive alive. It's 1st and 10. First and 10 coming up here. Going to be passing it, looking left side. Is going to be caught in a big hit there by Mr. Rockefeller. Going to be a gain of 5. Going to be passing it here, looking, the pocket's solid, and then he just goes ahead, throw it away. Passing it again, third and medium, spinning away from pressure just to get sacked again. And Styles Stern shuts it down. And Detroit has another 10.5 minutes to see if they'll populate our first shutout of the season. Or has there been one? I don't think there's been one up to this point. Sending this one away here. Bouncing at the 5 just to be recovered at the 9-yard line. Great job there. And that's going to set up I'm Him For Real back onto the field. Going to be stretching this out right side and going to get it to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Yeah, I don't see any blowouts, or well, I see plenty of blowouts, but I don't see any shutouts yet. So we're still working on getting that. Who will that go to? Will we see it tonight? Who knows? A handoff and finding a big hole is Tamari Jones, and it's going to make it 1st and 10 coming. Going to be a handoff, pushing forward, getting past the 25-yard line. It's 2nd and 6. Pistol formation here for Detroit, and they'll keep it on the ground, pushing forward to get past the 30. It's going to be 3rd and 2 coming up. Handoff, bouncing it outside just to get slowed down, and Tamari Jones is not going to pick it up. St. Louis coming back with the football. St. Louis on the return, takes it for about a yard. That's really about it. It's going to put Ajay back onto the field here. Going to be passing it here, looking, spins off and throws it, but he's got a lot of pressure on him. DC-83 wanted another sack, but couldn't quite get there in time. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Ready, set.
Passing it again, goes deep with it and dropped. Had the perfect route right there, but just could not hang on to it. That's where a spectacular catch comes into play. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. Takes off to run off the back foot and not getting home. And once again, Detroit just sets up another stop. Going to be returning this one. A swoosh getting closer to 40. That puts Detroit back onto the field. Looking to burn some clock. Looking to take this W. Try to make it 3-1 on the season, but in most cases you could already call a ball game. This is just getting your stats up, as we're going to see the ground game work to perfection on that one, getting past midfield. And now he's over 75 yards rushing Samari Jones. This is his point where he needs to make sure that he gets his yards to keep in the halfback of the year race. So far, so good for him. Here comes Jones again and finds a little baby crease to get about 5, but now he's over 80. Every first down gets us closer to a potential sweep of this ball game. No points given up. Hardly any yards given up. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Pistol formation coming. And it's going to be a handoff. Hits the hole and gets hit as he gets about 2. Handoff, pushing forward, cutting around, and not getting that first down. As Intervies Quentin gets shut down, and it's going to make it 4th and 2. Not going to go for the field goal here to try to give him 50. But Javon Gusto's looking to pin him. And that looks like that's going into the end zone. Nothing doing there. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Going to be passing this up the field and going to throw a pick. Jay Underwood reaches up for it. And that's going to put Detroit in some good scoring position here. Reaches up for a great job. Trying to get that to Gentry. Perfectly read there by the defensive back. And the crowd here in Detroit, Motor City's loving it. They're going to keep it on the ground to start this one. There goes Jones, rumbling forward to about the 31. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Let's do it with you every day. Come on, man. Get it.
Handoff, finding a crease, stumbling forward. 3rd and 1 coming up.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Pistol formation coming, and they're going to pass out of it quickly to the left side, and Swoosh is going to make another catch on the game. It's 1st and 10 coming up, his 7th, and that'll get him over 100 yards receiving. On top of 2 touchdowns, that's a pretty good day checking into the job. As I'll get us to the 2-minute warning, and I'm going to assume that this may be the last set of points Detroit gets, but if they get another first down, it definitely won't, because they'll just go ahead and run the clock out at that point. St. Louis isn't calling timeouts. Going to cut up and find a big crease. There goes Jones. 1 player away from breaking the plane, and it's 1st and goal here for Detroit. In what is a masterclass of offense and defense. Letting the clock run down. Hand off and gonna dive forward and fall into it. Detroit won at 50. They got 50. And Intervice Quentin is gonna get the touchdown. And that is gonna close out the predictions there. It's definitely over 3 now. We're at 3. So we're gonna go ahead and select that. Complete prediction. So whoever put points on, they lost their coin. Sending this one away 55-0. St. Louis looking to close out the game best way they can. But they got only a minute and some change to avoid being shut out. First and 10 coming up. And they're going to fake the handoff here, looking for a man. Throws off the back foot and throws it straight to a Detroit defender. Reese Rockefeller could not hang on. And those passing stats there for Ajay. Not something to write home to the mistress, the girlfriend, the wife, the mother, the cousin, the sister. Neither one of them. Honestly, you should just throw that in the archives and hope it never sees the light of day. Not really his fault. It's just a really, really good defense he's playing, as he's going to go ahead and throw this one away again. 6 for 20 right there, 50 yards, 1 interception.
Let's go right here.
Gonna be passing it again, looking for a man. Sets his feet and then launches it, and there goes some yards there. Gunnar Gunnison getting to about midfield. Is going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Faking the handoff here. Gonna throw it short. It's gonna be caught. Getting that completion percentage up. 19 seconds left. And they're letting the clock rumble. Me personally, I'd try to at least get one more set of points. Or one set of points in the game, but they're letting it rumble. They're thinking they're just gonna go ahead and, hey, we tried. It's not gonna go our way. And Detroit's gonna secure our first shutout of the season, 55-0. It was a very successful game, to say the least, there for the big homies in Detroit. St. Louis still got some work to do. A very young team, all things considered. You see right there, 606-105. Not pretty there. Neither rushing or passing is over 100 there for St. Louis. Just some things they got to build on. Turks going to be working on that for sure. Detroit over 29 minutes worth of offense there. Cyril Thomas with the great game, 23 for 38, 440, 4 TDs, 75-yard on the long. Ajay Dexter, 8 for 22, 89 yards, 1 interception, no touchdowns, 32 DeLong there, and I believe that was on that last pass that he had. Excuse me, got me burping up in here. Tamari Jones there. He's going to pick up 19 for 108, 2 TDs. Mookie Boo Rising, 14 for 440, doing his thing. Intervice Quentin, 10 for 58, 1 TD. Ajay Dexter, 2 for 6. Namie McNamerson, 2 for 10. No 20-yard carries in this ball game, but Mookie, Quentin, and Jonesy at least had one carry over 10 yards. On the receiving side, we'll start with the Hellhounds here. 7 for 157, 1 TD. Therefore, I'm him for real. Uncle Swoosh got 2 TDs, 7 catches, and 106 yards receiving. Great job there. Tito Gonzalez, 5 for 64. Montezuma Popico, 3 for 102 and a TD. Amari Jones, 1 for 11. 3 drops there. Gonzalez, Swoosh, and I'm him for real, each coming through with 1. And you see right there, Popico, Swoosh, I'm him for real, and Tito each had a catch over 30 yards. And that's just how explosive they can be when they're in their bag. You know what I'm saying? Mookie Boo Rising is going to be 3 for 22. Hunter Jackson, 2 for 24. Gunnar Gunnarsson, 2 for 38. Namie McNamerson, 1 for 5. 3 drops. And you never want to have the receiver, or in this case, the halfback, have the most catches. And that's the same amount of drops on your team. You know what I'm saying? You never want to see that. But it's going to be the longest catch of the day there by Gunnar. I was right, the 32-yarder. Hunter and Mookie each had one over 15 yards, or over 10 yards, I should say. Looking at defense, looks like Gum Arabic leading the way with 11 tackles solo, 3 assisted for 14 total. Austin Grant leads the way with 9. Tommy Guns, Terry Harrison, and Bukaki Kwoma coming through with 7. Krishan Cresswell and Leon Kennedy coming with 5. Sean Williams, Thanos Wells, Dude Whistle Toot, and Zachary Babineau each with 2. King Sosa, Alex Stain, and the big homie Tommy Salami picking up 1. 1 tackle for loss, that was by Bulma. No sacks, no interceptions. Looks like Bulma, Grant, and Arabic each had 1 pass deflection. No fumbles or anything like that. And that's all the defensive stats here. On the other side, a lot more fruitful here. Detroit was in their bag all game long. Calvin Thomas looking like a straight beast on the block with 9 tackles. Trevor Halifax and Justin Brown coming through with 7. Damian Chambers and Jay Underwood with 6. Styles Stern with 5. Reese with 4. Frost, Ivy gets 3. Mikey Jackson and Michael Rury get 2. And Travis and Jay Brown, they're going to pick up 1. Tackles for loss, Thomas and Chambers doing their thing, going to get 3. Trevor Halifax and Styles Stern gets 2. Jay Underwood, Justin Brown, and Reese Rockefeller each with 1. Sack wise, looks like it's going to be 5 total sacks on the day. Looks like DC83 picks up 2. Reese and Stern pick up 1, and Justin Brown and Jay Underwood split a sack. Jay Underwood also got an interception, so great game from the safety position from him. Let's see, Reese Rockefeller picks up the pass deflection, no fumbles or anything like that. As we move into special teams, Javon Gusto perfect on the day, 7 extra points, 2 field goals. Daniel Carlstown did not have any opportunities to get anything here, but he did have a lot of opportunities to punt, 10 of them to be exact. Over 450 yards total, averaging 46. So my personal opinion, probably the best player in the game there for St. Louis, unfortunate to say. Javon Gusto, 3 for 140. They're averaging 46.5. Kick return wise, Gum Arabic had a lot of opportunities, but only averaged 19.5. Namie had 1 for 18. Not too much else there. And I didn't see any, they didn't have any kick returns, was Detroit. They did have a good amount of punt returns though. Uncle Swoosh 6 for 52. Gum Arabic only 1 attempt there for 1 yard. And looking at the scoring summary, you see that in the top middle of your screen, it's all Detroit here. As you see, 10 points in the first quarter, a pair of rushing touchdowns and a pair of passing touchdowns in the second, another 10 in the third quarter there by Swoosh and Javon adding in, and they had a chance to get another touchdown in the third, but they took away Uncle Swoosh's third touchdown, and Travis Quinn is going to get the last kicker there at the end of the game there. So going into the highlights, it's essentially all Detroit here. I see right there. I'll go ahead and get one of the plays here. The best play offensively here. Stands his feet. He has the ability to throw the rock. I like Ajay. He's going to be great in this league. He just needs some more seasoning, and definitely needs the rest of his team to step up alongside with him, because he's been throwing darts, Just hasn't had a lot of time. I did see the Jay Underwood interception though. We gotta go with the bad sometimes, as he kind of forced this play, getting a little antsy. Honestly, probably could have been better hitting Namey over on this side, who had a step, try to put it in the bucket, but he decides to go for the shorter route going in. And Jay Underwood's like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make this easy interception. You know what I'm saying? Going down the mix, there's going to be a sack here. We'll go ahead and run this one. It was decent enough, but that was just a really good push there by the defensive tackle Style Stern. Going to get that hit there, lay him out. That's all the fourth quarter ones. Here's the Uncle Swoosh touchdown, doing his thing. Going to look to the left side. See, this is the touchdown though. Is it not in? That looks into me. Maybe. See right there, like that pinky toe right there? Maybe. Look at those cleats though. Those cleats is nice. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love them Jones. But I think he got in. Let's see. Tito Gonzalez here. Gonna go and throw this one over the top. Honestly, if he was able to keep his feet steady, could have took that the distance, but could not quite do it. Another sack there. And here's a swoosh touchdown here, an official one. Looking for a man, steps to his right and over the top of the linebacker, bucket. Great job there. I'm him for real, had a big catch here. Over to the left side. Couldn't quite outrun Gum Arabic, but a great play nonetheless. Another sack there. Here's the 56-yarder to swoosh. Here he is here. If I could line up, thank you. Going to go ahead and see him take Bukaki Boma, who was clearly not ready. Who was clearly not ready for that explosiveness there. And that's going to be swoosh getting into the end zone again. See if I can get a good shot of him. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one right there. Let me see if I can get one for him. There you go. Cool. Looking a little bit further. I'm him for real, getting the touchdown as well. He's on the right side, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. Beat the coverage and just uses the speed all the way to the end zone. Great job by the big homie. Go a little bit further down, not too much here. And then this is the first quarter here. Don't see too much outside of the Montezuma Popico touchdown catch. Over the top, effortless, burns the player, and that's not what you want to see. And that is actually a bot player that was guarding him, so you're asking for trouble. That's a good job there overall there by Detroit. So we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Like I said before, we got one more game left on the week, and then we'll go ahead and turn to, it's Miami, it's Huntington Beach. It should be a fun one as expected. Don't go anywhere. We'll go ahead and get this one started around the same time, 7:30, 8 o'clock ish. And outside of that, thank you so much for stopping by. Actually, I'll go ahead and get the giveaway going. I didn't do that as well. I'll go ahead and get these 4 out. First one's gonna go to either TJ Blackman or the big homie Slam Bam Huckabee. Is that Slam Bam Huckabee for that? It could be. I might be getting my players confused, but he has an offensive player doing his thing. That could be Slam Bam Huckabee, I'm pretty sure. Toxic Jelly Bean. Yeah, thank you for that. Great call. Thank you so much. Toxic Jelly Bean. So either Austin Wheeler Jr. or Austin Wheeler, either Pittsburgh or Huntington Beach. Second to last one will be going to Mr. Wolf Gold, aka the first person to get into the giveaway. Good job there, Sean Justice. And the last one of the stream will go to Mr. Braden B. And I'm thinking after this game, he might want to put it to his quarterback. He might disagree with me, but he says he wants to get his team right. So we're going to go ahead and get that rolling here. Thank you so much again. And we'll go ahead and see you in the chat. What's going on?